Right guys, so welcome back to another Eastbourne fisherman fishing adventure. Today I'm fishing with the light gear. I've come down to a slightly different mark. I'm fishing an outfall. We're going to use a little Isome worms and just give it a go and see how we get on. Right, so as for lures wise today, as I'm fishing off an outfall, I'm going to fish with a cheb. Just going to go with a 5 gram cheb, which is here. After suggestions on the last video, I decided to change my hooks. So I've gone for some crazy fish micro jig joint hook size 12, which are there. And hopefully this will help with the using the Isome worms. So that's the plan today. I'm just going to clip the cheb on. Right, so there we have the cheb mounted on the clip. It's a bit difficult, I won't lie to you, it's a bit difficult trying to get it on there, but hopefully over time we will improve and sort it out. So now I'm going to grab my piece of worm. So what I'm going to do is take a bit of this worm, so cut a piece of the worm off. Make sure I seal back the packet to keep the freshness in. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to feed the worm onto the tiny hook. I say this is incredibly fiddly with small hooks. We shall persevere and get it done. Like I said, a subscriber did say to me about using bait and needle, but I have accidentally left it at home, which is a pain in the backside. So I'm going to get this rigged up and then I'll come back to you. Right, so there's my finished worm. Man, was that a pain in the backside to try and get on there. Just a really small bit of Isome. Let's get fishing and see if we can try and catch some fish. Right guys, so I have picked up a couple of new bits. I did pick up one of these small, or medium size should I say, fish tanks. So hopefully we catch a fish, we can display it in here and put it on our bedside table. No, I'm only joking. We can use it to take measurements and take pictures for my species hunt, so yeah. Right, so like I said, I'm fishing off this outfall here. To the right of me we have water and rocks. To the left hand side of me, again the same. Water and rocks. The outfall is there. Nice big bucket on the top. I'm going to start off by fishing off the back of it probably, and then as the flooding tide comes in we will move and push back. So then I've just got my absolutely tinsy bit of Isome, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to come off the back of the outfall. Just drop it down, and then just jig it up and down off the bottom, fill the bottom, and then just jig it up and down and see if there's anything about. So I'm not too sure about fishing in night with the LRF gear, but I'm keen to try anything once. And if it catches us some fish, then it was a good. The sea's a lot choppier than what I thought it was going to be. When you look on the apps and stuff like that, it said that it was going to be nice and calm. You get down and there's no wind, but there's a lot of chop in the water. So we shall see. and just lightly jigging the rod tip. I can feel contact with the bottom. I said I don't have a clue how you fish these. Definitely need to do more investigation, but we're out there giving it a go, and you know, that's the main thing with fishing, is just get out there, give it a go. Just try something new. Hopefully I can learn from everyone that's watching, which is good. So try a couple of things today, try a couple of new things. I did bring some top waters down. I mean, looking at judging by the the water actually itself, it's probably going to be a no-go. Must be mad, complete darkness with an LRF rod, standing here jigging up and down the arse end of an outfall. Right, I'm going to persist with this, and I'll keep you posted how I get on. Right, so I've come over to the calmer side of the pontoon or outfall, and I think I kind of figured out how to do this. I'll drop the lead to the bottom. I can feel the lead on the bottom, and then I'll just slowly, every so often, just lifting it up and dropping it back down. So I'm lifting it up, feel the weight of the lead, and then dropping it back down to the bottom. I'll say, I don't know if this is going to work. But it's worth a go, isn't it? Yeah, so I'm using the tip of the rod to feel the lead, and you can lift it up and feel the weight of the lead wanting to pull the rod tip back down. Once you lower it, you can feel the donk on the bottom. I'll say some people might come around and might say that you're absolutely mad. LRF fishing is a thing that you do in the day. You know, you need the light for visual and the clear water for the fish to see. But you know, might be something to be had with giving it a shot in these conditions. Like I say, the water is literally like chocolate brown, man. It is absolutely disgusting. It looks like black tea. There's bits of stuff floating in it and all sorts. It's crazy to think about the different clarity of water as you go round the coast. I mean, Brighton, Shoreham, Pagham, that way. I mean, it gets weedy, but the water, from my experience, is usually pretty clear. As soon as you come around Beachy Head and there's a big blow, it's like all the stuff collects around Beachy Head and it just filters around down to Eastbourne, and the water just goes like tea, and it takes a while for it to filter out. I mean, that's my own personal experience. Let us know if you disagree. So I'm just trotting this back into a slightly different position, just a bit closer to the arm. There we go. Yeah, I mean, let me know if your opinion changes, or if you disagree with what I just said. But it does seem to be that if you get a big blow or a couple of days of big blows, the water just chocolates up completely, and it takes a while for it to properly clear back out again. Well, I'm going to give this a couple more goes, and then we'll think about trying something else. A different lure, maybe a paddle tail. Just repeating the same process, I think. Just jigging it up and down around the outside of this little jetty. Or outfall, it's an outfall. Stop saying jetty. Alright, let's bring it around here a bit. Come around here a bit. We'll go down here. So we're fishing it from, we're like 1 hour into the high tide now, so I mean, if anything's going to happen, I mean, you would expect it to happen on the flood, wouldn't you, really? Fish coming back in. See all the all the boats starting to go out. The light is starting to break in the clouds. It's just a nice way to spend a couple of hours before work. Even if we don't catch nothing, it's still just nice to be out. But we would like to catch a fish other than a mackerel and a scad on this light setup. I think once you start catching different fish on different methods that you use, it just confirms that what you're doing is right, and it's like just a slight confirmation as to, like, yeah, we got this. But at the moment, oh, I think we're into a fish. We're into our first fish here. Oh, that was definitely a fish then. That was definitely a fish. Oh my goodness me. There, smashed it. Oh. Smashed the lure. Absolutely smashed the bait. Oh man, that was actually quite exciting. See, this is the thing I like about fishing. This just comes out of nowhere. Comes out of absolute nowhere. Oh man, my heart's going a bit then. Whew. Right, definitely need to have my drag set tighter. My goodness me, that was pretty exciting. I'm just going to drop it straight back down in the place where we were. Connect to the bottom. Man, that was well cool. Should let it back down a little bit more actually. Oh man, I really enjoy even though we didn't see a fish, that was proper exciting. Oh man, that was my first take on this setup. Come on the fish. Come on the fish. The back end of the pontoon I'm fishing on is getting covered in water, so I'm just going to literally drop back down, do what I was doing exactly before, hitting the bottom, feeling where the lead is, and just up and down. Definitely need to purchase some heavier jig heads, maybe even go up to a 10 gram. I think the highest one I got is a 7 gram at the moment, so I think I might have to get some 10s just for a bit more. When it's a bit rougher. Completely different to the weather charts today. Look on the apps are showing that it's, you know, no wind. That's how it goes. So apart from that one bite we had, nothing else at the moment. I'm just going to bring it a bit closer to the edge of the wall. Oh, is that a bite? I think that's a bite. Oh my goodness, we have a fish. We have a fish. Oh, get in, my son. Get in, my son. Yes. Happy days. Oh man, look at that. Happy days on the Isome. A little pout. I'm a happy chappy. I think I just grazed my knee as well. Oh, look at that, man. Look at that. Lip hooked on the Isome. Tiny little pout. Yes, get in, my son. Get in, my son. Just going to unhook this little fella. Then we're just going to get him back in. See that, pal? Get in. Absolutely. Man, that's so much fun. So my first fish on the LRF properly, that's not a mackerel, or not a scad, is actually a small pout. Just feeling the worm back on. What a fun way of fishing, man. I wish I found this type of fishing before. Man, this is so much fun. Right, let's go back down again. Best check the time. I've got about half an hour left of the session. I'm pretty psyched now. It just takes like one fish just to get you going. I'm just going to drop it again straight down close to the wall. Just going to wind in until I feel the lead hit the bottom. There we go. So we're on the bottom now. Day's breaking over there somewhere. Over there. Can I catch another fish? Oh man, I'm absolutely super happy now. Might just be a pout to someone, but to me that's my first fish properly christened on the LRF rod. Get in. And it was a perfect live bait size, if that's your thing. I'm just going to trot this along a little bit. keeping an eye on all my stuff, where it is over there, so it doesn't get covered in water in a minute. Oh, that was definitely another bite then. That was definitely another bite then. It's always the way, innit? You always seem to get the bites towards the end of the session when you have to go. Man, I can't believe I caught something on LRF setup in this absolutely tea-stained water. I'm just going to bring it up just to check there's nothing on here, because there was a bite. Just going to check the lure. Yeah, the lure looks good. And back in we go. Right, so into a second fish then, another little pout. Man, it is a really small one. There we go, a really small pout on the Isome. Absolutely awesome. Right, so quickly unhook him. Going to get this little fella straight back in. Oh, it's a flipper. And then back in he goes. Absolutely hammered my lure. Just going to rehook this lure on quick. And then we need to think about moving because the water is at my feet. What a fun little session. 100% need a baiting needle when fishing with these tiny pieces of plastic worm. Oh my goodness, the water's coming in well fast. Really, yeah, it just looks like a puddle of mush now. Right. Let's grab the gear and move back because I do not want to get covered in the water. Coming in very fast indeed. Will we get another fish? I'm gonna have to move back because that water is literally by my feet. And I haven't got any Wellingtons on. There we go. Sunrise is coming out. The water's coming up, so I need to retreat back a little bit. Right, so we're back, rigged up. Isome worm on. And we're gonna get right back out on it. So I've left my gear. The platform is filling out of water. So I'm just gonna go, I'm not gonna go right to the end, I'm just gonna go to the, just to a bit where I'm not gonna get wet. So if I have my waders on or Wellingtons, it won't really make much of a problem, but I got my work boots on, man, and I have got to do a day's work after this, so oh, come on, fishy, fishy, yeah, fishy, fishy, fishy. Fishing game drives you bonkers. Absolutely cream crackers. Can we grab another fish then? Oh man, I keep getting really big hits on these. That was a big hit then. That lure's all good. Go a little bit further up and we're down there. Kind of erase the tide coming in to grab another fish. It's coming in fast, man. It's coming in fast. Come on, fish. One more fish for the road. And there we have it, my first blenny. Happy days, happy days. Oh, here these guys have got pretty big teeth for little fish. There we go. That's what I was after. Happy days. Right, I'm gonna get this little fella back in. As you can see on the front there, we've got some pretty nasty nippers. Gonna flip him back in, and off he goes. Right guys, so sadly that is all we've got time for today. Thank you so much for joining me on a mini LRF fishing adventure. I come down there this morning, to be honest with you, I didn't think it was going to happen, but we managed to have one missed bite, 2 pout, and then we ended up with, I think it's either a blenny or a goby. You'll have to correct me, I'm not too good on mini fish species at the moment, but it is something I'm looking to learn. So thanks very much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more content on this subject. Have a great day, and thank you very much. Cheers.